Eccoci qua di nuovo. Carichiamo la partita di ieri. Era arrivato qua. Non mi ricordo più che cosa dovevamo fare. Parla coi capi dei pirati per ottenere il denaro. L'ho fatto. Queste sono sfumate, perché quindi queste non posso più farle probabilmente. Va bene. Unirsi all'equipaggio di LeChuck. Problema. Ok. Trovare l'albero da mocio, perché devo trovare un mocio maledetto. Prendere il controllo della nave di LeChuck in prima occasione. Trovare il segreto del morchiato. Perfetto.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Devo portargli un pezzettino del legno.
Bye.
Un pezzettino del legno. Il diario cosa dice? Sì, ho capito, io l'ho visto il mocio, però non so, vabbè. Vediamo dove c'era il mocio. Il mocio era qua.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Qua. Il mocio era qua.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Stay away from my mop!
Qua. Ecco, vedi? Negozio in città e trovo qualcosa di affilato. Perché io non c'ho niente affilato, cioè...
It's hopeless.
Non c'ho niente d'affilato. Vabbè, andiamo nei negozi a cercare qualcosa d'affilato.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Keep up the good work, buddy. Too bad it's empty. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Intanto stiamo aspettando che Daniele entri, così ci facciamo qualche chiacchiera anche con lui. Suoni, siamo un po'. Allora, regali.
You do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
they're not. But the tourists like them.
Guardalo qua il coltellazzo.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Ooh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
Va bene.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Ma quanti sbattimenti per un coltello?
Threads, spreads, bedspread,
Sì, cioè,
or thread may damage
non lo posso
the
usare per
product.
niente.
If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults.
Yeah,
Where possible,
vado.
it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the
Ma io volevo un
consequences of any use
coltello.
or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Ha finito?
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes,
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Certo. E? Ce l'ho?
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
Bene.
Keep up the good work, buddy.
Andiamo. Andiamo alla cucina, andiamo a tagliare un pezzo di quel mocio maledetto. Ops. Ok.
Stay away from my mom.
No, vabbè. Non me lo fa prendere anche così.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Stay away from my mom.
No, allora, parliamo un attimo questo.
You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was.
Bene.
He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Se ti porto una
If I
ricetta.
brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course, I'm a cook. See the hat?
Where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
Va bene, andiamo alla villa del governatore. Però gli dico che c'è una scimmia con le pezze di
Look
pollo.
behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads. But I can't think about that right now.
Ah,
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
andiamo alla villa del governatore a vedere se trovo. Ah, spettacolo qua, eh. Cioè, alla fine parla di Loom. Bellissimo. Allora, villa del governatore, di qua. Qua, dritti in fondo. Dritti. Sempre dritto. Vediamo di parlare con lei. Dov'è? Eccola. Ecco. Ah. Ogni volta che entro qua. Sono venuto per una
Well, I've
ricetta.
come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
Barbie LaFleur catered that event. I own her cookbook, but I don't know any of the recipes.
E dove la trovo?
Do you know where I can find Barbie?
Barbie.
LaFleur?
Middle of the Atlantic Ocean? She's halfway back to France by now.
Ah, bene.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Combattimento navale.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never
Ci
even
posso credere, io.
apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Ma tu, stai buona? Ho la gatta che ogni tanto sclera. Ha fame. Vediamo un po' qua. Questo voglio io.
Can I borrow a book?
Ecco.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cat.
Grazie. Quindi non me lo fa prendere? Io voglio questo.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
Niente.
You never brought back the last. You never even.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
Ho bisogno di qualcosa di più. Ho bisogno di qualcosa di più. No. No. Posso dare questi? No. La spugna? Ah, posso strizzare.
It's good for relieving stress.
Cosa vuoi? Cosa vuoi? Cosa vuoi? No, niente.
Remind me what you said about the recipe I asked for?
I said I didn't make the food, but I've got the cookbook.
I should let you get back to...
Yes, you should.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Ah. Lo prendo.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Non vuoi più.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Malay Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Dove faccio a prendere sto libro maledetto? questo l'ho capito. Qualcosa di magico potrebbe essere la soluzione diretta. Qualcosa di magico. E allora dalla tipa. Io avrei il coltello. Tu lo prendi. Vabbè, torniamo alla tipa. Negozio di navi. Street. Andiamo dalla tipa, vediamo se trovo qualcosa.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
No,
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Giusto, un ottimo vestito potrei farci. Grazie.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Not for me. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy.
Inquietante, sì. Che cos'è?
What's this
Una
thing?
rana?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will
Oh,
do, give the forgiveness
la rana
frog. It's
dell'indulgenza.
like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment.
Funziona,
It works.
fidati.
Trust.
Pigliala allora, pigliamola.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
Prendo
It
questa
can
rana, adesso mi fa il
help
pippone, adesso mi fa il
someone
pippone,
forgive
attenzione.
even very old transgressions.
Ecco. No. Mi fa il pippone. Va bene.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Proviamoci. Rana dell'indulgenza. Questa telecamera la odio. Ok. Andiamo dal governatore.
Here.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog. For when words aren't enough.
That is complete nonsense. And yet, I am going to forgive you for losing
Oh,
my...
funziona.
I can't even explain why. I just have this sudden, inexplicable urge to forgive. You better not be up to something.
Just don't lose the frog, okay?
No, I'll keep it with me always.
Va bene.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
Oh, hai detto di sì, eh?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another
Oh.
chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Preso il libro. Andiamo dal
I always
cuoco.
thought this looked like my old ship. The Sea Monkey.
Andiamo dal cuoco. E poi faccio prima. No, ho sbagliato. Vabbè. Va bene, va bene, va bene.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
Oh,
This will be
finalmente.
excellent. Brilliant innovation.
Presa. Vediamo dal tipo delle mappe. Qua.
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Good times. Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minuti dopo. La faccio.
Sure, here it is.
Ecco la mappa. Grazie Willy. Guardiamo sta mappa. Quella è la casa col ponte, quella del governatore. La casa del governatore. Proviamo a vedere se è vero.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
No, ma... Casa del governatore... No, non è la casa del governatore, mi sa. Foresta. Vediamo la foresta.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Va bene. Su. No. Il mio problema è quello. Il bivio. Questo di qua. Ah, questa è la casa col ponte, ok.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Museo.
Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now.
Visita al museo.
Hi there.
Vediamo.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Va bene.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Non parla? Mangia. Avanti a mangiare.
What was this cinder you got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Ma perché dovrei far mangiare?
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Cap. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nope.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Allora, come faccio? Apri silenziosamente la teca.
The display case is locked.
Chiusa chiave.
There's some very tiny writing on it. It's locked. It's locked.
Il ripostiglio è chiuso a chiave. Ma non c'è altro.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of a supposedly it had voodoo powers that would disguise. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Ok. Massimo fuoco.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck.
That's not the way he took.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under.
Non posso parlare, eh?
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Tell me again about the wanted
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain.
Ah,
That's a nice orb.
The one with the coffin. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore. It was used by a certain well-known captain.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did.
qua c'è questo.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate, and supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Ah, va bene. Il remo ho già chiesto. Questa chiave qua. Che c'è etichetta?
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Devo riuscire a prendere quella roba lì. Massimo
What's this
informe.
melted lump of metal?
It used to be mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where, like,
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
that's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and...
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in fact.
Va bene, questo cos'è?
How on earth do you have that?
Oh yeah, that was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped.
I know what the lookout handed to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday night.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the
Fine.
Qua ho visto tutto. Possiamo uscire. Servirà quella chiave là. Vabbè. Allora, su destra, su destra, dritto, 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 su, su, sinistra, destra, su, sinistra, 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 sinistra. Siamo arrivati. Eccolo.
Mind your mama, little prickly kids. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Adesso come cazzo faccio prima? Così? Ah, diverse ore dopo. Oddio, cosa ho fatto? Cosa ho combinato? Ma con un coltello sono riuscito a fare un danno del genere. Sì, vabbè. No, vabbè. Piange. Che cazzo. Rifletti sul
Another
ceppo.
resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I must have startled them while I...
Ma perché? Perché? Terrorizzati, piangono.
It's probably time for them to fly south.
Anche il pipistrello piange. No, vabbè, sto male.
I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I'll take a shortcut back.
Molte ore dopo. Vabbè. Ok. Andiamo qua.
Busy?
Yup.
I carved it myself.
He'll never complain again.
Look at the mop handle I carved. I only needed one tree to make it.
You found the tree. Oh, good thing you only took one branch. It's the last mop tree on the island. Very, very rare. Seems like a lot, but okay.
E quindi?
Ingredients
I made
indeed.
him up.
Ho creato veramente il mocio.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
Ok, abbiamo il mocio. Ora mi devo trasformare, però mi devo... Ah, bella. Ah, ce l'ho.
What's that you're drinking?
Large. Get.
Ce l'ho. Usiamo
They're
la,
having a half off sale.
usiamo la lente. La lente dovrebbe funzionare per guardare che cosa c'è scritto. Leggi l'etichetta, io uso questo. No?
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Sulla serratura, no?
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Ah, ok. Allora,
The numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
ancora troppo piccoli?
If one monocle is good, 2 is better.
Ah, proviamo.
Ah, crystal clear.
Ah,
I'll just write that down. This is the one for the museum display case. This is the one for the museum display case.
capito?
The display case is locked. This is the one for the museum display case.
Ho capito che è per la teca al museo, ma leggi il numero di serie, non me lo legge. Ah, tutto qua. Tutto qua. Diamogli il numero. Chi è questa? Vedi? Wally. Che c'è stato? Qua è chiuso, il vecchio non risponde. La prigione.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah.
Ah, stato pazienza. Proviamo. No, Wally, ho sbagliato. Stai la chiave qua. Penso sia lui.
Welcome back.
Oh yeah.
Sì.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Va tu. Vai, cammina, cammina. Oh, oh. Butti giù la telecamera, morta. La gatta. Vai. Tra poco, non è ancora pronta la pappa.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Cioè, mi ha fatto la chiave direttamente. Mi ha dato il numero di serie e chiave. Wow. E andiamo a aprire sta teca. Apriamo la teca. Guarda, guarda. Vai, passa. 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 Dai. Dai. Non vuoi passare? Volevo... Vieni. Eccola. Eccola. Vai, sali là. Dai. Bravo. Ah, santa pazienza. Devi avere pazienza. Oh, ma ha
That's not supposed
sgamato.
to be unlocked.
Cosa fa?
I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
No. No,
That's
dagli da
folded
mangiare.
perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Ok. Maledetto pappagallo sirena. To mangia. Ecco. Uva. Ciao. Nel frattempo nella villa Teo. Ma tu. Ma come si fa? Vai.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Ok. Bene. Non ho giocato tantissimo perché devo andare a dare a mangiare a questa... Adesso andiamo qua tu. Va bene ragazzi, vi saluto. Dopo vado avanti ancora. Perché no, sì. Daniele non è arrivato. Vediamo se oggi riesco a convincerlo a venire in diretta. Ok, ci vediamo più tardi. Ciao a tutti.